Hi, I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another video. Can't believe I'm saying that. I am still trying to record as much as I possibly can. I really am trying my best, and I do apologise for the random posts of videos like here, there and everywhere. I am experiencing some difficulties with the computer and then with the camera, like with the battery running out and that kind of thing. So I am sort of like trying to get used to it all, but hopefully as I get into the motions of it I will sort of be a bit quicker with everything. But yeah, this first video is going to include the gym. So I'll start off with the gym and then I'll move on to the guest bedroom. I just thought I'd merge them both together, seeing as they are done. So I hope you enjoy this first clip. Everything that I show you in the gym will get explained afterwards. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. It's actually been a while since the gym has been done, so where I got everything and what we've done to it will be a little bit to think about, because it's been done for a while and it's just one of those things that I totally forgot to include in a previous video. So I thought I'd include it now that the second room is done. So yeah, with regards to the gym clip that you would have just seen, I just did a quick pan. This was back when it was completely finished, and I thought I'd just let you know now where everything was from. So off of memory, the matting that we've got in the gym was from Arc Flooring, I believe. I don't think it was called Arc Flooring. It was definitely Arc something, but I'll try and include everything in the description. So if you're interested in anything, then yeah, please do let me know, or have a look down there and I'll try to be as helpful as I can. But the flooring in the gym is absolutely perfect. They're sort of like interlocking tiles, I think like 900 by 900 they are, and then they just sort of interlock together to make the matted flooring basically. And it is super sort of strong, it's very grippy as well. So especially when you're in a gym environment, the last thing you want is a slippery surface. So it's really, really good for gripping onto the ground. You can sort of like, I don't know, drop weights on and that kind of thing and it won't damage it at all. So yeah, super happy with the flooring. And then moving on to like the gym equipment and stuff, the things like the treadmill, the spin bike, the dumbbells, the dumbbell rack and the cable slash squat rack machine, they were all from the Fitness Superstore. So there is actually a big store in Northampton, which is absolutely great, and there are a lot of staff in there that are able to sort of help you if you're unsure of anything. But we are super pleased with the gym equipment that's in there, and I have had it for quite a few years now, because we had it in the previous house that we was in, and because I'm a personal trainer it does get used quite a lot, and I would really recommend it because nothing has broken as of yet. Touch wood, nothing does break, but when you start to use things a lot more often, then that's when you can sort of see the wear and tear and how long it lasts. But I do really recommend those bits of equipment. And I think the things like the step, the resistance bands, kettlebells, I think I got from places like Argos, Amazon, and that kind of thing. So if you're looking for those like little bits and bobs, that's where I got those from. Is there anything that I can think of that's not worth getting? I can't think off the top of my head. The only thing I would recommend, that if you're getting like resistance bands, get the material ones over the sort of elasticy plastic ones because they're more likely to snap. So obviously the more you pay for something, the better quality you're gonna get, but that's the only thing that I would sort of steer away from as such. I think the whiteboard that I got was from an office like supplies or something online, and the shelves that we've actually got up in the gym are from Hiya. They were literally like £5 a shelf. When they come with the brackets, you have to supply the screws yourself, but luckily Sam's got all the tools and stuff, so that was quite easy to put up. And actually I nearly forgot, the gym mirror that we've got in there is from Made to Measure. Now they're a company in Mablethorpe, and yeah, they are really good mirrors. I've only had one crack on me but that was not due to the company whatsoever, that was just due to how we put it up on the wall. But the one that we've currently got in there is absolutely fabulous, and we did have them in the previous place as well. We glued them to the wall in the previous place, absolutely no problems with it whatsoever. And then here we've actually screwed them into the walls because they're like breeze blocks, so we decided it would probably be better to do that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with the gym of where we got everything. If there's anything I've missed and you want to know where it's from, then please do let me know. But I think that's it for in there. Now the work that we did in there was quite a lot. It doesn't actually look like it from what you would have seen in that clip, but it was basically a garage that obviously just got used for your car, which is what a garage is for. And it was just obviously the concrete floor, the breeze block on the walls, which were just your typical breeze block colour, which is like that dark grey, and then there was a lot of pipes on show, so like the water pipes, and the boiler is actually in there as well. I don't know if you would have seen it on that clip, but we basically just boarded all of that in, so you can't really see like the pipes and the boiler and that kind of thing, but it's still accessible if we need to get to it. So yeah, we boarded all of those. Oh yeah, the ceiling was also Artex as well, so Sam plastered the ceiling. We got an electrician in to put spotlights in there because there was just one horrible long light in there, which was awful. It just made it look so dark and dingy, so we ended up replacing that with spotlights in there and put on the dimmer switch as well. And we knocked the wall through at the side of the house because the only access was through the garage door, the shutter bit. But we ended up putting one in at the side so I can sort of access through the door that way, and then that meant we could put like the treadmill and the bike in the way of like the actual garage door, so we utilising the space as much as possible. So yeah, Sam ended up sort of doing that all himself, cutting it out and putting in a temporary door for now, until we actually put our door that we've got delivered and on order. So yeah, I think with regards to like the structure of everything that we've done in there. So, and then moving on to like the paint and stuff, so we ended up painting the breeze block, and we actually used more paint than we thought. So if you're ever painting onto that, please do bear in mind that it does sort of like soak into the breeze block. So we just sort of whitewashed all of the walls, and then we did only do 2 coats in the end on there, and my dad helped out and just sort of filled all the holes in and stuff, because they're the sort of fiddly bits. You can paint over it just fine, but getting into the sort of holes where you can still see the grey was a bit tougher. But yeah, so we painted all the walls with masonry paint, so it was a bit of a thicker paint. And then with regards to the ceiling, it was just your normal white paint, I guess. But the paint that we used on the walls was, I believe it's called sandstone or something like that, from Wix, and it was Wix paint. And yeah, we found it was really great. It was good paint, to be honest. I mean, we've never painted breeze block before, so we don't know what any other paint is like, but we found that ended up being a really nice colour. It went on the walls quite well, and my dad didn't complain about it, and he's a painter, so yeah, so that was the paint. And then I'm just trying to think of what else we did in there. Oh, Sam obviously put everything on the wall that needed putting up, like the mirror and the shelves. He's also put up a hook closer to the ground for like the battle ropes to go through, and then like higher hooks and stuff for the resistance bands and things like that. Oh, another thing that we ended up getting from IKEA was like a pegboard that you would have seen in that previous clip. That was from IKEA as well, absolutely brilliant, just to sort of hang those extra bits on. And one thing that hasn't been fully finished in there yet, along with the door, is the actual garage door. So it's like an up and over sort of door, and it is on the wonk, so it is broken and on its last legs. And I mean, the paint's come off on the outside and everything, so we have got one that has been delivered, but we need to just find time to get that garage door fitted, and that one will be like a remote control, sort of up and in a box kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having that, because it is slightly insulated, which would be great, because at the moment there's like a gaping hole at the top, so it does get pretty cold in there and you can sort of feel the breeze coming through. And seeing as we're coming into winter now, I keep pushing Sam to sort of get that done, because even though it's got to be cool in there, it can't be freezing cold, especially picking up the dumbbells and things like that. But I think I've pretty much covered everything in the gym. If there's anything else that I can sort of add into the description box, I will. And if you've got any questions on any of the equipment or any of the stuff that we've used, then yeah, please do let me know. So obviously I had to start at the door. This is what it's currently looking like outside the bedroom. Obviously nothing outside of the room has been done yet, so obviously there's a lot to do there. But yeah, so just thought I'd take you through. I'll show you the door from the other angle, because it'll be a bit of a better angle to get at. But that little love heart thing was from a local shop, home shop that we've got here. So this is the door. I'm just going to show you everything and tell you where I got everything from. And we got the door from, I believe, Travis Perkins. It's an LPD door, and it's exactly what we wanted. And we decided to go for these black handles, which come with the black hinges, and we got those from, I think, the door handle company, something like that anyway. But we do have to have this pad here, so that the door handle doesn't sort of hit onto the wall, because it has sort of marked it black. So that's something to bear in mind. If you ever do get black handles, then it does sort of mark your walls and stuff if you don't have anything sort of put in place, either like a pad on the wall or one of the springs that you can get at the bottom. But yeah, so coming through we have got this wicker basket, which was from IKEA. Probably would have seen that in my homeware haul. And then 2 blankets. This one here is absolutely beautiful. My talented auntie made me this, I believe, when I was about 18 years old, so quite a few years ago now, but it's my absolute favourite. So yeah, obviously that had to be featured in this room. And then coming round through, we have got the IKEA daybed here. We did actually change the handles for different handles in the end. I can't remember for the life of me where I got those from, but what I will do is I'll try and sort of link as much as I can in the description of what I show you today. But yeah, so we got the IKEA daybed, obviously from IKEA. Everything on this bed apart from the blanket is from there as well. So obviously these cushion covers and the inserts as well were all from IKEA. This is a Dunelm blanket throw thing. I nearly forgot what it was called then. And then up here I actually drew all of these myself. Instead of getting prints, I just literally tea stained some bits of paper and then drew different sort of flowers and stuff on those. It's not perfect, but it'll do. And then the frames we actually got from IKEA in the end, so that's from there. The star that we've got over in this corner was from a local home shop, and then down in this corner I couldn't actually find anything that was high enough and narrow enough with this IKEA daybed, because it's got these sort of high sort of sides to it. It is quite awkward to have anything sort of next to it that's high enough. So I basically made Sam create this for me. Make this for me, and then I literally just painted it white. And then I've got this from a local home shop as well. Same with that. I've got the little vase with the bunny tails from B&M. Yes, B&M. And then one of our lovely friends got us a little White Company set. So yeah, I just thought I'd include that there. And then this lamp here is from Argos. I think it's part of the Habitat range, I believe. So yeah, perfect addition to this room. And then as we follow round to the window, sorry, the lighting may go a bit funny here, but we got the, oh, you can't really see it at all, to be honest. Sorry about that. So yeah, that's a bit of a better angle. We got the blind from Blinds to Go. Oh, and before I forget, we got the light from Dunelm. And then actually in the window, we've got Oscar and Rosie here. Not that you're interested in that at all. And the frame was actually like £1 from Primark. But it fits perfectly next to the handles in the window. And then the windows are all Rehow made. And then this here, I believe, is from Freckleface. But it was from a local shop that we've got round here. But that is the brand of where the wax melt thing came from. And then over in this corner, I got that from a local home shop as well. And then that was gifted to me, so I'm not sure where the diffuser was from. And then these sort of dried flowers from a local company as well. And then the radiators here are from Just Radiators. And the sort of valves and stuff that we got separately were from there as well, which do actually match perfectly to the switch and the sockets that we've got in this sort of satin nickel colour. So as I pan it round here, we have got, come around this way, we have got the IKEA Pax wardrobes. Now with the wardrobes, what we did was we moved them from our previous house into here, and then we sort of put them together so it looks like this. We ordered a separate door so it matched the door on the other side, but actually the door was damaged anyway, so it needed replacing. And then the handles on here are the exact same as what we've got on the bed as well. So yeah, and another thing that we was going to do, we was going to sort of like build it in, so it sort of like built-in wardrobes. However, we don't really know in the future if this will stay like this, so we don't want to make too much mess in here, seeing as we've just sort of like renovated it. So we've just left it as it is, and then they've both got little gaps either side, which I believe I will probably put like laundry baskets there. I think that'll be quite handy just to sort of hide in this room. So yeah, this is basically what the finished look is. This bed does pull out into a double bed as well actually, so when we've got people coming to stay, more than just the one person, then we've got that. And these drawers are so handy, they're really, really deep as well. But obviously you can put like your bedding in there, throws, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's absolutely perfect. And one mistake I made actually, 2 single beds does not make a double bed. Apparently it makes a super king bed. So please do bear that in mind if you are buying bedding and stuff for the bed, because if you're like me and thought that it was going to turn into a double, it doesn't. It's much bigger than that, which is a bonus, because obviously it has a lot more space for when our guests come to stay. But all these wardrobes here have got all of our clothes in and stuff. I mean, it's not totally finished yet, so it is looking sort of a bit bare at the moment. But yeah, this is what I wanted to go for. 2 rails and then a drawer at the bottom. And with these IKEA wardrobes, they're great because you can sort of change as to what you want inside of them, add things, take things away. So yeah, this one is Sam's. Not that you're interested at all, but it's just showing you the layout of how we've got them. And then he wanted 3 drawers at the bottom of his, because he has more clothes to sort of fold and put away, whereas I like to have everything hung up. And then in this one is like a shared one basically, so this is probably where all the smart clothes and dresses and that will go. And then we've got like 2 drawers in this one as opposed to like the drawer baskets, so we'll probably end up putting like hats and scarves and things like that. And then at the bottom I've left a big gap on purpose, because we'll be putting like boxes in there and stuff just for extra storage. I don't think I'm going to actually put anything above the wardrobe. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is, because I don't want to create too much to dust up there basically. But yeah, this is the finished room, all complete now. I'm so incredibly happy with it, and also the carpet as well. You would have seen in previous videos how pleased I am with that. But yeah, that is pretty much everything in this room. I mean, I will try and sort of tag as much as I can of where I've got everything in the description, but if I can't find things, then I do apologise for that. Further into the previous clip of me showing you the guest bedroom finally all completed and telling you where I got everything from, I thought I'd just sort of sit down and have a bit of a chit chat as to what exactly we've done in this room. I mean, I have obviously documented as much as I could throughout the start to this point now, but I know that there are a few things that I probably would have forgotten to have filmed, or I've not really explained properly. So yeah, I mean, just a backstory of this room. It is the guest bedroom at the back of the house, and we wanted to get this room done first, so that we can come and sleep in this room whilst we do the main bedroom and the 3rd bedroom as well. I mean, the 3rd bedroom is the smallest room, so we thought we'd get those 2 done at the same time. This one first, along with the bathroom. So as soon as the bathroom is pretty much done, we can then sort of work on the ensuite and the master bed and the smallest bedroom like all at the same time. So we've got an actual bathroom to use and a completed bedroom for the time being. So yeah, that's sort of how we're planning to start, like the upstairs. When I say planning to start, we have already started, but yeah, we thought we'd start upstairs and then work our way down. So starting off with what this room looked like before, it had awful dark wood on the skirtings, on the door frames, and I say it was awful, it's not that bad. I mean, it does run throughout the whole of the house, but it just made it look so dark and horrible. So we knew that had to go straight away. It had Artex ceiling as well, which the rest of the house does have. So that was another thing that we thought, no, we've got to get rid of that. The light that we've got in here, not that you're interested anyway, but it was more so towards the window than it was in the middle of the room. So that was another thing we wanted to sort of move in here. I mean, there were curtains that were up, nice pretty flowery curtains that we wanted to get rid of, and obviously the windows were the dark wood as well, so there were rosewood inside and out, which, I mean, some people love, but I really don't, so that definitely had to go as well. And what we're going to do is each room that we complete, the window will get changed in that room. So Sam has literally done everything himself. He had some help with the radiator in here by his uncle, but apart from that, he's pretty good at everything, I'm not gonna lie, and I just like to build the furniture and do all those kinds of things. But yeah, so on the floor was terrible carpet. I mean, it was like dirty and it just had this distinctive smell. I mean, they all the carpets did in the house, so hence why we've literally got nothing anywhere, because it all had to come up. It was just one of those smells that you just can't get rid of unless you get rid of the carpet. So we knew that everything had to be sort of redone, which it does in this whole house. So First thing we did was ripped up the carpets, and then got cracked on with the ceiling, I believe. So Sam has plastered the ceiling. He's even replastered all of the walls in here as well. He is very picky with those kinds of things, and there were just certain sort of marks and sort of dents and things like that in the wall that he was like, no, just want everything like completely refreshed and redone. So yeah, he plastered all of the walls in here. We obviously took all the skirting and all the old door frame and the door off, ready to be replaced, and then we let that dry, whitewashed the walls, painted all of the walls and the ceiling, and then Sam's put new skirting on. You may have seen in the previous videos of what we decided to go for with the skirting. And then obviously we've got a new door frame on and a new door. Changed the radiator as well. I mean, it was just like a single radiator that like filled the whole of the window, that was really like short and long, and it wasn't great whatsoever. It weren't that like good. So we ended up replacing the radiator in here as well. Obviously Sam changed the window, put new window board on. Obviously carpet, we had all that laid in here, so that's all new. I'm just trying to think of anything else that we changed. Obviously we changed the switch and the sockets in here. We added 2 more sockets as well in this bedroom, and what we wanted to try and do is think of like the future of this bedroom as well. I know it may sound crazy, but we wanted to make it practical for if we wanted to change the room around and have the bed in a different place, or totally transform it into a totally different room, then we weren't sort of restricted as to how many sockets we've got and where. And if we'd have built the wardrobe in, then it's a case of taking it all down and making a lot of mess. So we wanted to really try and sort of make it sort of flexible as such, so that if we did want to change anything, then it won't actually cause too much damage. So yeah, that's pretty much the structure of it, I believe. Oh, and obviously we put a new blind up. Nothing interesting at all, but yeah, we decided that we wanted to have Roman blind in this bedroom. I mean, we had Roman blinds in our previous house, and we had wood Venetian blinds previous to that in the first house that we were in. Something to bear in mind though, if you decide to have wood Venetian blinds, absolutely beautiful, but they're a dust trap, so we got those changed quite quickly. But yeah, the blinds were from Blinds to Go, and I mean, this is the first blind that we've got, and we really do like it, so we will end up getting it for the rest of the rooms. So it's very easy to install. Sam just drilled a couple of holes in and then clipped it up, so it is really, really good. And actually, if you are not very good at putting things up like that, there are sort of like instruction manuals online to sort of explain the process of it all. It's the same with the measuring of the window as well. There's lots of details on the website for that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything renovation wise that's been done to this room. And then all of this IKEA furniture I put together, and then obviously Sam built the little side table that you would have seen in the previous clip. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I can think of that I would change in this room at all, apart from the fact that the frames here that we've got the pictures in are put up with like command hooks, and it makes the frames sort of like stick out as such. So if I was to change anything, I probably would have got Sam to drill holes prior to the carpet being fitted in here, and then they would have just been up on the wall quite flush. Or I do know that you can get like the command strips and stuff that you stick onto the back of the frames and then stick onto the wall, so that could have been an alternative that we could have done. But everything else in this room has pretty much gone to plan. It looks a lot better than what I envisaged as well, and I'm sure things like the cushion covers and the throws and things like that I might change around in here, but I just wanted to sort of add a bit of colour to a very neutral room. So at the moment we've got like the floral and the greens, but yeah, I think that is pretty much everything that I wanted to include in this video. I mean, this is the first room apart from obviously the gym that we have done, so it is a big eye-opener as to how much work actually goes into it, and how long it takes as well, because we are doing everything ourselves. It's not like we've got all day, apart from like maybe a day at the weekend where we can really get cracked on. So things like time frames and things like that, they seem to be a lot longer, and nothing ever seems to go to plan. So for instance, like the windows, they got delayed when they were delivered, and at the moment we're having struggles with the bathroom, but I'll explain all that in another video. But yeah, apart from that, I am really pleased with this room, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video.